Hi guys, so by now you've already seen Mindy's tag video called 25 things, what is it? 25 things you don't know about me?
Yeah.
Sorry, she's in here. And now it's my turn. And Cassie, the beautiful Cassie from Shades of Kassie tagged us both, as Mindy said, a while ago, and we've just now been able to get around to filming it. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump into my list. I think Mindy said that she wanted to see if I had anything naughty to say. I like to say bad words. I say them all the time. I say them a lot. We don't use bad language on the blog because we just don't think that, I mean, sometimes you might hear something, but we're not going to be dropping F-bombs on the blog. But I actually remember my very first curse word. I know where I was, when I said it, and who I was with. It was the second grade. I was a second grader. We were in extension class, which was a class back in the day where you could get on the computer and it was like more fun stuff like music, computer, games, stuff like that. And I remember I was sitting with this girl named Shannon and something happened on the computer and I said S-H-I-T and she laughed. So I said it again and again and again. And yeah, I like to curse all the time. It's really bad. But I think you can get your point across better if you're happy, if you throw in a curse word sometimes, or if you're angry. Don't curse ugly at your loved ones, though. That's me. Okay, the second one. I believe that I'm the black sheep of my family. I think every family has an oddball child, and I would say that I'm that oddball child. Do you think so? I think so.
I don't know.
I think that I don't really look like my family a ton. I mean, probably if you saw me next to my parents, you'd be like, oh my gosh, you look just like them. But I don't feel like I feel like I think differently, I act different, and it's not to say that I'm better or anything like that. That's not what I mean. But just even down to silly stuff, I feel like I'm just so random and odd. And I think Oprah said something recently, that if you feel like you're the black sheep of the family, you're probably the youngest child. Something to that effect, and I am the baby of the family. I just feel like sometimes they don't get me because I'm so deep. Just kidding. I sleep funny, as in I sleep like this, and I can't go to sleep until my arms are up, and I will leave them up all night that I wake up and I'm hurting. And sometimes it's like this, sometimes it's like this. And you know what? When I cut bangs, I go like this, and I wake up with like bangs. Like, what was that movie?
Something about
Mary Bangs. But I cannot get comfortable unless I'm like this. And then, like Mindy, I have fans in my room. I like to take pillows, these really old pillows that I have. I like to put one pillow right here. And sometimes I can just leave one. And it has to leave my nose open. And sometimes I have to have a pillow here. So sometimes I'm sleeping and it's just like my nose that sticks out.
And you sleep on your back?
I sleep on my back. I'm a back sleeper. I am not comfortable any other way. And I don't like things to touch my nose. Hence, the pillows go around my nose. So, I don't know. It's weird. But if I'm not like that, I mean, I'll be like, good night, Wes. Love you. Cool. And I'm like, let me get my spot. Let me get like this. It's awesome. I don't know. Sweaty deli meat freaks me out. I hate it. You know what I'm talking about? When you're somewhere and there's like a deli meat tray. Oh my gosh. And it sits out and it's just like sweaty meat. And the thought of it makes me nauseous. I can't handle it. Oh, this is a neat one. I have been on top of the Flatiron Building in New York. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say the Flatiron Building? That, like, triangular building? I forget. Is that in, like, the 23rd? I don't know what street it's on. But I was there a long time ago when I went to school in New York. I went to NYU for just a summer program. And I had a friend who got a job in that building. And right before he quit, he let us go. Gosh, we went out. I don't even know what floor it was. We climbed up this tiny little black iron ladder that I don't even know how I did that now because there wasn't a lot under you, I remember. I mean, it was crazy. But when I say we were on the top, we were on the top. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done because you could see downtown, you could see uptown. It was pretty awesome. And I did this pre-9/11. So that was really neat to see all that, and I will never forget that. And I will never forget trying to climb down that ladder. Climbing up, not that big of a deal. Climbing down, a little bit harder. I have been whitewater rafting in West Virginia. Yep, and I fell out of the boat, and I had someone pick me up and throw me back in. It was a lot of fun. If you haven't done that, you should try it. Let's see. Oh. I laugh every time, like, when someone's talking and they say, well, what I do is blah, blah, blah. Like, because they say do, I laugh. I've been in meetings before and someone said that and I go, I can't help it, I'm a child. Oh, I went ziplining in Mexico and I thought it was one of the coolest things I've ever done. And I was scared to death. And then once I did it.
You always said something else.
I did. I was so scared until I did a practice run. And I'm telling you, if you like that kind of thing, you need to try it. Of course, make sure the place is safe and all that stuff. But when you're up in the air, like, going and it's just you and the whizzing sound of, like, your harness thing on that zip line, it's, like, the coolest thing. I mean, you feel like you're flying and it's awesome. I have a crazy sense of smell. I always have, and it can be kind of a gross thing because if there's something not right at your house, like, I'm gonna sniff it out. Like it's weird. Like, if you have something in your refrigerator that's not quite good, I will sniff it out and tell you, like, where it is. It's yucky. I know it's just weird. I just don't know about that. Oh, I sometimes cry when I see older people eating alone at restaurants. This happened the other night when we went to Panera. Well, it's been a few weeks ago. But I was in the car and Wes was getting me soup. And I saw an older guy sit down and he placed... And I started to cry like a baby. I can't help it. I've always wanted to live in New York and California. And I've gotten to live in New York. Mind you, it was a 3-month thing. But I've never lived in California. So, Cassie, I might come move in with you. I've never been camping. And when people hear this, they're like, what? But I didn't go camping with my family. We didn't do camping trips. Like, if you know my mom, she's not going to camp. I don't have any desire to really do that. And I actually like the outdoors. But I want to sleep in a hotel room. Oh, this is kind of a... One time, with a place that I worked, we would fly on these little small, like, private planes, like a 6, 8-seaters, and one time I got to sit on a cooler in between the 2 pilots as they landed into Richmond, like, so I wasn't seat belted, and I don't know why that has stuck with me. That was so neat to see, like, them land like that. It was so cool. I'm a vivid dreamer. And I think this is number 4. I think I'm on 14. I'm a vivid dreamer, as in I typically remember a lot of what I dream about, and I dream up some cray-cray stuff. I love animals a lot and should probably work at a zoo, and I would even pick up poop. But sharks scare the crap out of me, and sometimes when I'm going to a tropical place, I will have recurring dreams about them. And then, you know, I had to point this out. A lot of people on YouTube, when I looked at some of these videos, they say how much frogs freak them out. I like them. I'll pick them up. I'll swerve on the road not to hit a frog because I don't want to squash a frog. But when I was little, I used to like to find the baby frogs, like the little ones, and like hold them. Sometimes Wes will find a frog in the backyard and bring it to me and let me hold it before we let it loose. I've never broken a bone. And I hope that I don't, I mean, knock on wood, I hope I don't jinx myself, but I've never broken anything. No, never, which is awesome. Oh, this is one I hope I don't get. I've never had the chicken pox. My whole 2nd grade class had chicken pox. And my parents let me stay in that class while they had chicken pox because they were hoping that I would go ahead and get it out of the way. But actually, my brother, who's older than me, and obviously my dad, who's older than me, we've never had chicken pox. Knock on wood.
Your dad is older than you?
He's older. Did you know? Oh, yeah. I like to be carded when buying alcohol. If you do not card me, I want to punch you in the face because I feel like you're telling me that I look old. I obviously look older than 21, but card me. I love it. I just got carded at Target the other night, and I told the girl she made my day. But what I don't like is when I'm in, where was I? I was in the Fresh Market before and had like this 16-year-old girl wait on me. And she looks at my license. She's like, oh my gosh, I did not know you were that old. And I was like, I did not know I was going to punch you for saying that. And I will say this, probably from the age of 21 to probably just a couple years ago, I would go into an ABC store to buy something, and I always get fidgety right before I check out, and I feel like they think I'm lying about something, because I don't know what it is that I feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I'm totally legal. But I feel like I get all like I don't want to look at them in their face, and then they're like, can I see your ID? And then they look at it harder because I'm acting like something's wrong when nothing's wrong. It's weird. I sweat like a dude, and I don't mean like I just sit here and sweat, but I mean like when I'm at the gym or I go for a walk or something, like some of these girls that I see out, like they look pretty. They're not really sweating. No, I'm sweating. Like I face sweat. I do. I sweat up here, I sweat here, I sweat here, I sweat here. I cannot, like, people that go to the gym in the middle of the day to, like, just maybe run for a little bit or something, I can't do that because my cheeks will stay red all day and my hair will be soaking wet for the rest of the day, so I can't do that. Is there something wrong with me? I don't know, but I sweat like a dude. When I'm stressed, typically this is work-related stuff, I dream about being back in high school and forgetting my locker combination. Because that was a really big fear of mine when I was in high school, when you got your lockers, and I always forgot my combination and always had to go to the guy that had the combinations, and it was a mess. It would make you late for class. I'd get so stressed out, and also I would dream about not having my class schedule. I mean, I've been out of high school for years, yet this is what, I know I'm stressed out about something if I'm dreaming about that. Sometimes my husband and I have spontaneous dance parties at our house. And we will go through old CDs because we still have them. And yes, I still buy them sometimes. And we dance until I break out into my man sweat. And usually we are drinking. I wish that people still played charades. Do you remember charades?
Yeah.
That was my favorite game. And when I was in that NYU summer program, we lived in dorms. And we would play Celebrity, which is like charades, but you have to act out a celebrity, which was really fun. And I liked it so much, and I want to bring it back. And I actually have a scar, a tiny scar right here on my mouth, because I was at a party in the 6th grade, and we were acting out a scene from an old movie. I think it was called 3 O'Clock High. It was a fight scene, and my friend Danielle, she actually went to punch me, and she actually punched me. But I had braces, so this part of my mouth hooked in my braces. And I mean, I couldn't feel this for like 3 days. And I still have a tiny scar from it right there. So I've been punched in the face. Isn't that funny? I don't go potty when I'm out like I should. And what I mean by that is I will go to a restaurant, I will go to a bar, I'll have drinks with someone, and I'll have to go to the bathroom, but I'll do anything just to wait and go to the, and I mean number one. I'll do anything just to go number one in my own house. So what happens is I inevitably get in the car, we're 10 minutes into the ride home, and I look at Wes and I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom so bad. And he's like, what's wrong with you? You should have gone in the restaurant. You should have gone in the bar. And I just won't. And I do it all the time. I don't know why. I think this is number 24. I don't really like hot drinks. Like, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink hot chocolate. Hot stuff, I'd save that for food. So when it's 20 degrees outside and everyone's going to Starbucks and get a coffee, I get an iced tea. Oh, and on the same note, I don't really like ice cream that much. Let's see, it's November. We're filming this in November. I've probably had ice cream twice maybe this year. Probably a milkshake. I have to have a real craving for that. I don't like white milk either. And then I thought I would copy Mindy. She talked about what was engraved in Chris's wedding band. And I had something engraved in Wes's wedding band. And it's from the song Poison by BBD. And it says, never trust a big butt and a smile. Because when we met at a bar, I don't know if I've ever told you that. One day Mindy and I are going to do our little love stories. But we met at a bar, and later on I was like, well, what did you notice about me? And he said, my butt and my smile. So I had to put that in there. And I think that's it. I feel like I went through that really fast. Was that 25?
I wasn't counting.
I don't know. Anyway, I thought this was a lot of fun. So thank you, Cassie, for tagging us, and sorry that it took us so long, but I'm sure there are another 25 things we could both come up with, because we can both be a little cray-cray about some things. But anyway, if you liked this, if you haven't done it already, and you have a blog or YouTube channel, we'd love for you to do that and let us know. But otherwise, thank you for watching. I hope I didn't bore you to death, and I hope I didn't scare any of you to death. So I will see you guys soon. Bye!